Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, PALV makes big sale to Dubai company. Women in Aviation International finishes 35th conference. Fired in-house pilots at Boeing win labor case. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. PALV makes big sale to Dubai company. Aviterra of Dubai has signed off on a deal to purchase more than 100 PALV flying cars for its regional aviation ops in Dubai. Under the deal, the convertible use aircraft supplies last-mile solutions and regional air mobility. Mohanad Wada, Aviterra managing director, said, quote, "The PALV is the perfect tool for our customers' regional travel requirements, offering a combination of flying and driving. It's truly an innovation that will change mobility as we know it," end quote. The PALV has been in a slowly simmering battle for the right to dominate the flying car market. Unlike the fixed-wing pusher-prop Switchblade, the PALV opts to take flight as a gyrocopter. In both cases, they sidestep exceedingly strict automotive regulations with the omission of a single tire, making them trikes that are legislated more in line with motorcycles than autos. That's just about the only way to keep them light enough to actually fly after driving to the airfield via surface streets. The PALV Liberty offers a 180 km/h top speed and a 500 km range. Some orders in Europe have been made thanks to its short takeoff capability, a kind of quick response medic car to get ALS on scene faster than responding trucks could arrive. And after the break, Sun & Fun Innovation Preview to open SNF 2024.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Sun & Fun Innovation Preview to open Sun & Fun 2024. The 50th annual Sun & Fun Aerospace Expo is set to kick off with the 2024 Sun & Fun Innovation Preview, presented by the Aero-News Network on Tuesday, April 9th at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, and streaming online at airborne-live.net. The Sun & Fun Aerospace Expo is one of the largest and most successful aviation events in the world, and the Innovation Preview is the perfect place to focus on the future of news coverage in the aviation industry. This massive press event has been called the biggest annual aviation news event extant. We agree. Boeing execs out in major executive shakeup. Boeing CEO Dave Calhoun will step down from his position at the end of the year, according to a statement released by the company. Calhoun was hired 4 years ago to address critical problems at Boeing, but the manufacturer is still mired in a crisis over the quality of its planes. The decision to step down comes after a January 5th mid-air blowout and sweeping production problems that have angered airlines and regulators. Calhoun's departure is part of a broader executive shakeup at Boeing. GA Awards names 2024 winners. For more than half a century, the FAA and the General Aviation Awards program have recognized professionals for their contributions to the world of aviation safety, instruction, and maintenance. This year, the CFI of the Year is Adam McGee of Swisher, Iowa, an instructor that has overseen the training of thousands of candidates on their way to the lighter-than-air certification. The Aviation Technician of the Year award goes to Marty King of Elkhart, Indiana. Lastly, the FAA Safety Team Representative of the Year, Carrie Grant, will round out the bunch. Avello Airlines announces Lakeland route. Sun & Fun home Lakeland, Florida now has an airline. Avello Airlines will be opening a route between Lakeland International Airport and Southern Connecticut's Tweed New Haven Airport. Avello has become the first and now only airline to serve the airport in more than 10 years. Lakeland offers a few travel benefits that make it a well-placed Central Florida hub. The route will be run twice a week, on Thursdays and Sundays, using Avello's new Boeing 737s. That's it for today's Trip Around the Patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. Women in Aviation International finishes 35th conference. Women in Aviation International capped off its 2024 conference with a flurry of activity, completing its get-together for the 30th year running, and things were busier than ever. The conference saw some record attendance and exhibition numbers, with more than 5,200 attendees representing 35 countries. The WAI chapter network has grown too, reaching 180 chapters in 26 nations. There's more international growth to do, though, since the USA accounts for 140 chapters domestically, with only 40 outside the States. The scale is also apparent from the level of industry support at WAI24, with more than 200 distinct companies, groups, and organizations making an appearance. That support trickles down to the rank and file working their way into an aviation career, since 131 scholarships were able to be given out to WAI members. Those cover all kinds of aviation-related aspects, in everything from flight training and type ratings to academic improvements and lifestyle enhancements. WAI CEO Linda Kaufman said, quote, "As the largest organization in the world dedicated to increasing the number of women in all aspects of aviation and aerospace, WAI was able to celebrate the strength of our expanding Women in Aviation International community this week during our annual conference." End quote. After these messages, fired in-house pilots at Boeing win labor case.
I grew up in an aviation family. My dad flew airplanes and flew air shows actually, so ever since I was 3 years old, the only thing I've ever wanted to do was be an air show pilot. It's cliche, but I get to live my dream every single day. I'm currently using the Hartzell Talon, the new aerobatic propeller. It's increased the performance of the airplane. It's made the harmonics balance throughout the airplane so much better. By far the best aerobatic propeller that I've ever flown behind.
For over 30 years, the massive Sport Plane Resource Guide has provided expert, credible information, evaluations, and critical analysis of all that the sport aviation world has to offer. The all-new digital Sport Plane Resource Guide is coming with extensive multimedia features that are constantly updated, an even more comprehensive online guide to all things sport aviation. Available soon. www.sportplane.com.
A special month is coming to Sun & Fun's 50th fly-in celebration. Multi-platinum singer Dylan Scott.
Out here living my best life, yeah.
Dylan Scott with special guest Sarah Evans.
Ponytail girl grown up to be a woman, now she's gone in a blink of an eye.
Get your tickets now. Be a part of the kickoff celebration for Sun & Fun's 50th fly-in. Go to flysnf.org.
Welcome back. Fired in-house pilots at Boeing win labor case. Boeing took another black eye after losing a case for retaliating against a group of 7 pilots working directly for the company. In the case, pilots represented by the Society of Professional Engineering Employees in Aerospace, or SPEEA, alleged that they were fired as punishment for engaging in union actions. The case resulted in all 7 pilots being re-offered their old jobs, in addition to being paid lost wages and benefits. Their jobs were similarly restored to being part of the Boeing company, since they had been outsourced to non-union contractors after Boeing gave the bunch the axe. Presiding Judge Gerald Etchingham in his National Labor Relations Board order said, quote, "I find that Boeing was motivated by anti-union animus and was punishing its flight training airplane pilots for their union activity in April 2020. No other rational explanation exists." End quote. Quote, "The ruling is a resounding win for our union-represented pilots," end quote, said Ray Goforth, the executive director of SPEEA, IFPTE Local 2001, which represented the Boeing instructor pilots before their work was outsourced to third-party contractors. The union pursued the federal complaint on their behalf. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!